You can really hear what's going on here. All she keeps saying is how this new man treats her so well, how happy she is now, and how things are finally different. But when someone keeps repeating how good they've got it, you start to wonder what's really happening behind the scenes. And now, one of the women who was allegedly involved with Easy the Block Captain has decided to bring some serious receipts straight to Tasha K. And this time, it's hard to deny what's right there in front of us. These screenshots aren't fake or photoshopped. You can clearly see the messages for yourself. One of them, dated November 26th, says, "Does he know you're going to cheat on him with me or no?" Then she follows up with, "Does Remy know you're going to cheat on her with me?" And his response? Just a laughing emoji. No denial. No explanation. Just laughing it off like it's some kind of joke. Then she says, "Stop playing. What's your sign?" And he replies that he's a Leo. She teases him back, saying, "I hate you. You love me. Stop the cap." Now, to some people, this might look like harmless flirting. But come on, let's be real. You can clearly see what's happening here. This isn't innocent. This is emotional cheating, if not more. The man is out here playing games while acting like he's madly in love with Remy Ma. Imagine that, the same guy she's been defending, uplifting, and praising all over the place. It's embarrassing. And let's be honest for a second, have you seen this dude? His teeth alone could scare a whole neighborhood. That man's mouth looks like it could chew through a chain link fence. I'm not trying to be mean, but if he grins too wide, he might cause property damage. Yet somehow, this man is out here entertaining other women while his woman, a famous woman at that, is out here vouching for him, paying for his lifestyle, and defending him against the world. Now, the woman who exposed him? She had no reason to lie. She showed the receipts, and they speak for themselves.
When he realized that a regular nigga that can rap, but just not the way we do it. By the way, he makes $50,000 per battle, has about 5-6 battles a year, so he makes at least $250,000 a year. You understand? Great credit score. I never seen a person with a credit score like this in my life, like the richest people that I've been around. But anyway, unlike some people who beg me to add their name to one of my properties and I have a on it because they don't pay their taxes. He couldn't believe, he couldn't fathom why him. So why he's sitting there, she was saying, why Hitman, why Goods? Why you lying? Why you lying? You was devastated that a regular work for sanitation, got a pension plan, got a 401k, that happens to rap, was able to overcome your manipulation, was able to treat me nice. Not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching, but because he genuinely felt like that. Not because I was paying his bills. Not because I was taking care of his kids. And none of that. None of that. And then, after I created my Battle League, Chrome 23, I hope to make another Battle League that's popping. He signed himself to, he literally that day signed himself to Slit Your Wrist Records and dropped a single the same day.
And this right here brings us to something bigger, a lesson most people in relationships don't ever want to face. When your foundation is built on lies, cheating, and disrespect, it doesn't matter how much love you say you have, that relationship is already doomed. That's exactly what's happening here. Remy Ma has been out here acting like she's living her best life with Easy the Block Captain. But how can that be real when the man she's calling her piece is in other women's inboxes, talking slick and laughing off cheating accusations? This is what happens when you get with someone who mirrors your worst traits. She cheated before, he's cheating now. It's the same cycle, just spinning in reverse. And you know what? I've seen this movie before in real life. Back in the day, I used to be that same kind of messy. Always in drama, always surrounded by people who weren't good for me. My life was stuck, and I couldn't see that I was the one holding myself there. I blamed everybody but me. It took me a long time to realize I was the problem, lazy, inconsistent, always talking about change, but never making it. Then one day I just said enough. I cut the noise, stopped being messy, and started doing better. Because here's the truth. When you act like a mess, you attract messy people. And that's exactly what we're seeing between Remy and Easy, two people cut from the same chaotic cloth. Prideful, impulsive, reckless. And when you put two unstable energies together, you get nothing but chaos. Remy keeps saying, "He treats me better than anyone ever did." Maybe that's true for now. But how long does that last when both of you are lying, sneaking, and pretending? Happiness built on betrayal never survives. Eventually, it collapses under the weight of its own lies. Now, let's talk about Easy for a second. The man is literally living off Remy's name, her fame, her money, her influence. She boosted his career, paid his bills, built his image. And behind closed doors, he's out here entertaining other women like nothing's wrong. It's the same story we've seen 100 times. A little fame, a little attention, and suddenly, they forget who helped them rise. But Remy isn't innocent either. She's been in messy situations before. She knows what betrayal feels like. So deep down, she knows this relationship was never solid, but pride won't let her walk away. Pride will have you staying in situations that destroy you, just because you don't want people to say, "I told you so." And it's true, people who lie and cheat always end up surrounded by others just like them. Life gives you a mirror. You keep running into different versions of yourself until you finally change. Let me give you an example. I once knew a man who ran a small restaurant. Always bragged about being a boss, but everything around him was falling apart. The food was bad, the place filthy, the bills unpaid. He blamed everyone else, his staff, his suppliers, even the customers, but never looked in the mirror. Eventually, no one wanted to deal with him. His reputation collapsed. Why? Because he lived in denial. He believed his own lies long after everyone else stopped believing in him. That's Easy the block captain right now. Living off image, off hype, off borrowed credibility. Remy gave him everything, a platform, an audience, a name, and instead of honoring that, he's out here clowning, doing dirt, pretending everything's perfect. But you can't build forever on fake. Fake things fall apart every single time. And when you see a man laugh off cheating accusations, that's all the proof you need. That's not confidence, that's disrespect. A man who truly values his woman won't ever have her looking foolish. At this point, I can't even feel bad for Remy anymore. She's grown. She's lived. She knows better. If she still chooses to stay in this circus, that's on her. You can't save people who don't want to be saved. You can only watch them learn the hard way. So let this be a lesson to everyone watching. Stop chasing chaos and calling it love. Stop confusing attention with affection. When someone truly respects you, they don't have you out here looking like a headline. Love isn't about loud words, it's about quiet loyalty. Easy might be smiling right now, but the truth always comes out. The secrets always spill. The hype always fades. And when it does, all that's left is a broken relationship, a few screenshots, and a lot of regret. Remy thought she found something new, something better. But what she really found was a reflection of herself. Because when you play dirty, you attract dirt. The same games you play with others eventually get played on you. So maybe this whole situation is a wake-up call, not just for them, but for anyone watching. Because until you start being real with yourself, you'll keep ending up in the same drama over and over again. At the end of the day, this isn't about who's right or wrong. It's about choices. They both built this. They both chose this. And now, they've got to live in it. Because when you spend your life clapping for the wrong people, one day you wake up and realize all that noise you were making. It wasn't progress. It was just distraction.